Welcome to the New Wolsey Theatre podcast. I'm Jack.
I'm Zanna.
And I'm Catherine. Come with us behind the scenes where we take you backstage, on stage, front of house and everywhere in between.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So we're here today to record our pantomime podcast special. Are we looking forward to it?
Oh yeah, I cannot. This is our most favourite time of the year.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And this is my first one.
I know.
I only started working it early this year. It's my first pantomime. I've seen pantomimes here before, but this is my first one working it. It's very exciting. What's your bit you're most excited, looking forward to recording today, Zanna?
To be able to speak to all of them is amazing, to actually get a hold of all of them. And they're all so funny. Well, they are professionally funny, let's face it.
We hope so.
I can't wait to meet those bears.
Yeah.
And I really want to hear their roars.
Yeah.
So that will be coming up later.
Cool. Yeah. Good. Catherine?
Mine's the same. I love being able to chat to the actors and get to meet them because obviously in our office we don't often see them. But yeah, and then obviously the Christmas cracker jokes. You've got to be looking forward to those.
Yeah. I listened to the episode last year. There were some good ones in there as well. One that we famously couldn't air was a little bit too on the risky side. So I'm looking forward to seeing if any of them are close to the wire this year.
What about you, Jack?
I'm gonna have to say probably just meeting them all. Yeah, because I've seen some of them a little bit about. We've popped into rehearsals, but I've not spoken to them a lot yet. So it's gonna be really nice just to sort of sit down, meet them for the first time, and get excited for this year's pantomime, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Yeah,
Let's go.
Let's get into it.
Pantomime is here and we've got the brilliant cast with us today, popping in for 10 minutes each in between some tech. First up, we've got Luke and Jared. Thank you so much for joining us.
No worries.
No problem. Can you tell us first a little bit about who you're playing in the show?
Hey, yeah, so I'm Luke and I'm playing Bobo the clown, who's a mostly silent clown. But he does get to sing at a couple of points and also say some funny things, hopefully. And he's in love with Goldilocks, but he's lost his partner because she was stolen off to the bad circus, Whitham's bad circus. So he spends the whole show pining to have her back.
Jared, what about you?
I play Tommy Topper, who is basically the MC for Belinda Big Top. And I help out with introducing all of her acts and things like that. But previously I've liked to roam around with the ladies, I'd imagine.
Okay.
And then Goldie comes along and may all change.
Right, okay. Not too many spoilers, but I like it.
And it's the first time at the New Wolsey for both of you. How are you finding it?
Oh, it's great. It's a wonderful theatre. And I've spent the last 6 years doing panto in North Wales, so this is a bit closer to home for me. I'm from Essex.
Okay.
So, it means Christmas Day will be a little bit closer for me, which is nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's a beautiful building and, looking forward to seeing what the audiences make of it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. It's my first pantomime and it's the first time I'm here as well.
Yeah.
And I think it's lovely. The people are lovely. Everyone's very supportive. Everyone's like a big old team, and I wouldn't say it's close to home for me, but it's quite far away for me. But I'm having a great time,
And whereabouts are you from?
I'm from Middlesbrough up north.
Right, so a long way away then from here. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We don't want to give away too many spoilers about the show, but you might both be in the Camel at some point?
Absolutely.
How's that?
Oh, we're having a blast in that Camel, aren't we, mate?
Fun time, aren't we, mate?
It's, it's certainly a different thing in my career. Right, the Camel. It's my first time in a Camel. I'm in the front and Jared's in the back.
How do you decide? How do you decide who goes where?
Well, funnily enough,
when we tried it on, I was in the front.
Right.
And obviously you need to operate it for its head and things. And as soon as I began that, the whole back end lifted off Luke. So it was just me holding the camel up.
There's quite a height difference. Okay. I'm perfectly average height at 5'8". Jared is beautifully tall. So we very quickly swapped.
How hot is it in there as well?
Oh, well, we haven't got under the lights yet. That's today's job, actually. We'll see what that's like.
Well, it was crispy, wasn't it, in the dance studio?
Oh, it was. We only did it once. We were like, blimey, okay, we might need to get a bit of a stamina for this.
And is it quite heavy?
It's okay, isn't it?
It's all right for you.
No, right.
At the front, I've got the head and all the, I don't know, the contraptions that move the eyes and the.
Oh,
and
so
the
you're
mouth and
doing a
stuff.
bit of multitasking as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I have one controller.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And we won't spoil that controller.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're starting tech today, getting close. How are you feeling?
That's all right. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I'm excited to get it on stage though, because we've obviously been doing it in a room in a warehouse, which is, it's brilliant at the space, but it's great to be like under the lights and start getting it all together.
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. We've been rehearsing it's nice. It's nice to be close to the theatre, but it does sound a bit like a swimming pool in there. So it'll be nice to hear the music, how it's intended to be heard. That's going to be nice to suddenly hear everyone and be like, oh, you sing like that, do you? That's really nice.
And does seeing the set make a difference as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely puts you in the mindset a lot more.
Absolutely.
And you also get a feel for the space, and it kind of helps link the two worlds, as in like our world and then the world of the show as well. For me, it's a great visual to put me in the mindset for it, rather than going into a room and seeing grey walls and strip lights.
It's really transformed the space in there, actually, because they've brought the circus right around the audience as well. So it does make the stage feel so much bigger from the other things I've seen here. But it's going to be really colourful, setting it in a circus. It's perfect for Panto.
When did you first see the set?
So I was in earlier this week to do some trapdoor training, which is very exciting. And saw it then, and that was, it was a really special moment actually seeing that. It was, this is so colourful. It's going to be great. The kids are going to love it. And
it's very, very colourful in there. It's very lovely. Yeah, I don't think I've quite ever seen a panto like that. I've seen a lot of pantos here obviously already, but this one I don't remember anything being as good as this. I don't know about you, Kat.
No, it's a great set. It really is.
Yeah.
I think I like that statement there. Let's just get on the record.
We know you're busy, so we're going to let you go. But before we do, we've asked you to come a little bit prepared with your favourite Christmas cracker joke. The worse it can be, the better. But obviously, keep it clean.
absolutely. Okay, I'll do my best.
Go on.
Okay, so what do you call a bunch of chess players bragging at the new Wolsey Theatre bar?
Ooh.
Chestnuts boasting in an open foyer.
Oh, dear.
I'll get my P45 ready.
Jared, can you top that for how bad that was?
Oh, mine's tame, I'll tell you what. It's as bad as that. Why was the turkey in the band?
Don't know. Why was the turkey in the band?
Because he's the only one with drumsticks.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, baby. I'll walk out. There we go.
Come to the panto to hear more things like that.
Right, well, on that note, I think... No, we'll let you guys get back to tech. Thank you so much for coming in and giving us some of your time to chat.
Thanks.
It was great, and we look forward to see the show, I think.
Yeah.
Game on. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Next up from the cast, we have Hannah Baker and Will Hamilton. Hello. Could you both introduce yourself?
Hi there.
We'll start with you, Will.
Hi, I'm Will Hamilton, and I'm playing the role of Flogham in this year's Rock and Roll Panto.
And I'm Hannah, and I'm playing Fleecem.
And what exactly do those two do? Just putting that into context.
Well, we're both Whipham's henchmen. So Wilberforce T. Whipham is the bad guy in the panto, and we're his two silly sidekicks, which is a little line from the show. No spoilers.
Hannah, how's it being back here with us for Panto? You were here for Aladdin?
Yes, I was. Yeah, it's so exciting to be back. I love the new Wolsey as a theatre, and it puts on so much exciting shows. So it's really nice to be back. And in fact, we got to see some of the shows that were on while we were rehearsing. So we saw Noughts and Crosses, which was fantastic.
So good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
really good.
So good.
We're a massive fan of the books as well.
Yeah.
So seeing it on stage is like really nice to see.
That set was incredible as well.
Oh, it was
wasn't
amazing.
So good.
Such a good aesthetic.
Anyway, we're here to try and sell Goldilocks. But it's lovely to have you here with us for your first time. How has Ipswich treated you?
Yeah, it's been really, really great. Everyone's been like really, really warm and welcoming, and obviously as a first job, it's just something that's like you want to go into it and have good people around you, and that's exactly what it's been like. And Ipswich is a great place to be, man. Yeah, really enjoying it.
Great.
So, without spoilers, just going back to Flogham and Fleecem, what's their story?
Interesting.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think we have a bit of a story. Like, it develops slightly throughout the show.
Got a bit of an arc. Got a bit of an arc.
Yeah, we do. We get to do lots of slapstick,
Yeah.
which is really fun.
Good. Yeah.
Because it's always so fun to watch slapstick, but I've not actually done lots of slapstick. So being the people knocking into each other is so fun all the time.
And it's the kind of partnership that you need to kind of go over a little bit back and forth and make sure that the lines are like really crisp together and stuff like that. So it's been good just having that time together to get it bang on kind of thing.
Is that quite funny in rehearsals?
Yeah, I mean, there's been times where we've been kind of just cracking up laughing. And they're like, all right, let's go again. And we're like, sorry, really sorry kind of thing.
So what sort of things do you get up to in rehearsals that sort of build up that partnership and you know, talk about the slapstick, that kind of thing?
Well, we've had to practice the physical slapstick quite a lot to get used to how you whack into each other with it, like it looking good, but then also you don't really
want to injure yourself.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But no, it's been a lot of kind of, because working with the sound effects in the show as well, the timings have to be like really spot on.
Yeah,
everything
of
like
course.
that, and you have to look as if whatever action you're about to do, the person on sound effects needs to, you know, believe that you're about to do it kind of thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It must be a real hard timing job.
Yeah, it's back and forth, but we've got it.
Yeah, it's good
I think.
for Yeah.
I mean, we should do, but
Fingers crossed.
And the set, I mean, have you guys seen it?
just saw it.
Just now, it's beautiful.
It's amazing.
I think it's worth coming to the show just to look at the set for an hour.
Yeah, not for what the actual show.
The rest is going to be terrible.
But it's so beautiful.
I mean, Cleo's done a fantastic job, as you can see. I mean, it's really colourful. I'm really excited to see just how it goes on with the tech and everything like that. I think it will just really even more come to life after that.
Absolutely. We know you're really, really busy, so we're going to let you get back to tech, you know, all the tech today.
Yeah.
Before you go, we've got two questions for you. First one, what is your favourite Christmas film?
Ooh.
Elf, easy.
Elf.
Oh, very good.
I would say Elf, but there's always that debate as to whether Die Hard is a Christmas film or not. So, I'm going to go with Die Hard. I got the thumbs
Right,
up over
okay.
there.
Very good.
I'm going to maybe make a couple of people angry here. I've never watched it.
What?
Right, I'm leaving right now.
This Christmas is the one then.
This Christmas, okay. I'll try my best.
Brilliant.
And then the second one was, have you got a Christmas cracker joke for us?
Oh, we did prepare one. I think.
That's good. It's a shared joke as we're a double act.
Yes.
Oh, very good.
Will, I've got a Christmas tree.
Did you put it up yourself?
No, I put it up in the living room.
Oh, dear.
Come on, and watch Goldilocks.
Just PG enough.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's been lovely to have you on the podcast. Very short and sweet, but hopefully we'll be able to grab you maybe at some point during the run and do another podcast. We'll see if we can make that happen.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Apart from that, all the best.
Thank you very
good
much.
luck for the opening.
Great, thank you.
you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
We have our Dame and our fairy with us. Welcome, Steve, or Romford. Which one is it?
Whatever. But in the building, Romford, probably.
Romford,
That's
okay.
more famous.
Market town of.
Yes. Historic.
Historic market town of. Just outside the M25.
Used to be called Rumford by the Romans.
Oh.
Just saying.
There we go.
Thanks for that.
That's where we can end the podcast, I think.
Thank you very much. What not many people know, you've got the River Rom. And I think I had an argument with Shirley Darrick, who used to do a lot of these, and she had to Google it. And she was like, no, there is a River Rom. And that's why it's called Romford.
There we go.
Welcome
Learn something new.
And Tash, how lovely to have you with us. Welcome back.
Thank you.
It's been a while since we've seen it, because I haven't met you before.
No. I was at the party. That doesn't count. Priorities. Now, the last time I was here was Snow Queen, part 2.
Oh, well, the summer.
The spring.
Spring.
The spring, summer.
When the snow had settled somewhat.
Yeah.
In a heat wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was, what, a year and a half ago, maybe?
Yeah. Do you know what? It feels longer, doesn't it? All that time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Weird ago time.
Yeah.
I meant to be asking you a question here, but it says brief encounter. Why does it say that, Tash?
So I've been on tour. I've been on tour with the stage production of Brief Encounter. So I've been up north forever. And so I joined these guys in rehearsals a week late because there was a crossover at the end.
Yeah.
But I caught up because as they were doing things in the rehearsal room, I was doing the same in a broom cupboard in Bolton. It's like Harry Potter for the poor.
Sounds like a play that Pete Rowe would write.
Broom cupboard in Bolton, the rock and roll panto.
How was it catching up though? Did it take a while to get up to speed, or
Not really. No, I'll say that.
Yeah.
No, because I was doing it at the same time they were, so I just had to join in and slot into. This is mainly music that you guys did at the beginning, so I was just kind of playing along.
Yeah, sure.
By myself.
Yeah.
All by myself. But no, it was all right, and I guess I had to do that because there's a lot of music in this.
Yeah.
And I felt like if I didn't do that, I would have been really, really quite behind.
Yeah.
And it's fun stuff as well. It's not like you're sitting there, you know, I'm not going to say anything horrible about anything. Doing something else. You're doing fun numbers, you're doing fun BVs. It's all tunes that you love, so it's not that miserable. It wasn't miserable at all.
It shouldn't be. It is a pantomime. Because it's Monday morning. It's a bit of misery.
That was the last song in Brief Encounter was called Misery. And I realised when I came to rehearsals, the last thing I sang was Misery, and I was now about to sing Chumbawamba.
Well, you did get knocked down quite a lot, but
I got up
you
again.
got up.
There we go.
The broom cupboard was very small.
Yeah. So I got up quickly.
But that doesn't scan.
Romford as well, you've been busy recently. You stepped in at the last minute for some of the shows for Kinky Boots, and then you were back here as well for ITFC Rules.
Oh, I forgot about that, yeah. Well, because obviously Kinky Boots was here.
Yeah.
And then when it went to Hornchurch, one of the actors decided to get COVID.
Wow. Inconvenient.
And it was because the director, Tim, I have actually worked with here. We did a double act together in one of the pantomimes.
Right, okay.
And I worked with him as a choreographer, and it was around about 11:30, nearly midnight, and he phoned me. I was like, oh, that's nice. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I know what's happening here. Hi, Steve. What you doing? God damn it. It was fun. It was like, I think he phoned me on the Tuesday. I was about to do a Craig David song there. He phoned me on the Tuesday, and I was on by Thursday.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw you. I was there when you were on stage doing it.
Oh, you saw it?
Couldn't tell you hadn't done it before. No. Brilliant.
That's impressive.
I could tell. So could my underwear. But no, I managed to do it without the script, and it was it's amazing what one does on adrenaline. Isn't it?
Yeah, and I suppose it's pretty nice to be back in a more familiar role now then.
Yes, back in a dress, yes.
Yeah.
It was weird because everyone else around me had, little ladies' shoes on and stuff. I was like, but no, now it's my turn.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you have got some splendid costumes.
Absolutely, yeah. In fact, we've just all gone in our dressing rooms, and Adam got in before me, and he sent me a video to open the door, and it's like one of the scenes from Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe.
Right. No room to breathe in there.
Somewhere, someone moaning about Turkish delight.
Oh dear.
But it was there's a lot of costumes.
I bet. Yeah.
Now, I'm just coming to it. Now, would you say you're Christmassy people?
I used to be.
Used to be.
Oh no, you're Mr. Christmas.
Yeah, but
No, okay, but generally you're Mr. Christmas.
I'm Mrs. Christmas this year.
Mrs. Christmas.
I used to be.
Yeah, well, you don't have time now because you're on the stage.
I think there's a little bit of that.
I think.
Yeah,
Right,
a little bit. But no, I think Tash is right. I think when it gets to like Christmas Eve, it's like, has he been?
And you must put out Santa's drink.
Oh, you must buy it. Of course. My dad would be livid.
We ought to talk a little bit about your characters. Sorry, we haven't done that, have we?
Yeah.
Just having a chat.
Oh, yeah, we've been cast this year.
Tash, we'll start with you.
Yeah. I'm playing Fairy Aurora, but she's not really a fairy. She's a spirit.
Right.
She likes spirits. She's and she's. It's funny, isn't it? Because the fairy character is always really functional.
Yeah.
Because she's the storyteller.
Yeah, sure.
And so it's been nice, like trying to find fun things within that. I mean, it's fun. There's a lot of rhyming going on.
Yeah.
A lot of. Oh my God. I wake up in the night rhyming. So, but she's really fun, and Pete's written a really sort of fun little arc for her, and just finding interesting little character things to do, because also you're always on your own.
Yeah.
You've got no one to kind of bant with, which is probably for the best.
Do you have a song though? Do you have a song to yourself?
I do, but I mean, we've worked together loads, me and Steve, but we're never allowed to have a scene together, ever. We've never spoken to each other on stage.
We got separated in the Buddy Hall.
Oh, in Buddy, they separated us, and we were the brass section, so they put him on one end and me on the other.
Oh, it just feels unnecessary.
Because we just communicated across the band. You look nice. But so it's in the numbers really where I am around.
Yeah.
And they're letting us stand next to each other.
Well, there you go.
For now.
By the time this goes out.
Plenty of time for that to change.
But yeah, she's fun.
Yeah.
And the Dame?
Dame Belinda Big Top.
I am Dame Belinda Big Top, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I have a big top. In some costumes.
In some costumes,
Yeah.
okay.
No, the costumes are great this year. I can't obviously spoiler a lot, but
No.
there's some fun costumes.
Yeah.
And as is always with these things, like when you have the fit-ins and you go, oh yeah, you've got to play the guitars.
As well, over that
They're
costume.
going to get in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have them all the time, Steve.
Yeah. I meant the wig. It's always negotiating between, because you've got to get the strap over the wig hat.
Yeah.
So half the time I just play on one shoulder.
Yeah.
That makes more sense, I think. Yeah.
Christmas songs we're going to talk about.
Yeah. We wanted to ask you before we let you go. Yeah. What's the most overrated or underrated, if you want to?
Underrated.
Song? Okay.
What's my favourite song?
Feliz Navidad. Yes.
Feliz Navidad is my favourite, and I think it's utterly underrated.
100% agreed.
At least twice as much as Wham.
Absolutely. I could not agree with something more. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. What's the John Lennon one? That gets on.
Yeah.
War is over.
Yeah.
That's happy. if you want to. If you want to.
War is over if you want it.
Want it?
Got
something
it.
like that, yeah.
For Christmas. I used to ask for a train set when I was and a world war. As my brothers had some champagne.
Well, yeah. No, I think I agree with both answers there, yeah.
Christmas films. I prefer Christmas films.
Oh, yeah.
Go on then.
Right.
What's yours?
You're classic.
No.
My favourite Christmas film. Wonderful Life.
Yeah, I do like that one.
Yeah.
Although I consider Jaws the Revenge.
Jaws the Revenge.
Because during the opening scene, they sing Noel, Noel.
Oh, yeah, while he
Sean
dies in the
Brody
dinghy.
is being eaten.
Yeah.
There we go.
No, yeah, it's a beautiful montage, that.
It is. In fact, if you
Classy
sing Noel,
TV.
Noel, I'll give you what happens. Go on.
No.
And a happy That's what happened.
There we go. I think,
To the Bahamas and have a lovely time.
Where sharks traditionally don't like, especially great whites, can't carry.
Yeah, it's too warm.
Too warm. But this shark follows them.
Yes, because he died of the fear.
He did.
He died of the
It's the fear that kills.
Dad died of a heart attack.
Not that we like Jaws. He's wearing his Jaws best.
What was the question?
I don't know, but I think that's probably a great place to end.
No, Jaws 3.
Well, I took in the Argos, the Christmas Argos advert this year. They used Jaws.
Which one?
They say we're going to need a bigger bowl when all the parents turn.
Oh.
There we go.
So it's Christmas.
It's so versatile.
Can't argue with that.
So versatile. Well, there's a lot of red, and that's Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear.
You want us to go now?
Oh, yeah, come see the panel.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, all the best for this week. Bye-bye.
Do we start with a boo? Because we've got the baddie in the room. Or maybe we don't. Or no, maybe we do.
I mean, once you've introduced yourself.
We have in the room Richard Costello.
Yes!
And Lucy Wells. Right. Oh, it's just going to go wrong, all of this, isn't it? And Lucy, who is actually the goodie.
Yay!
Hello.
Depends how you look at it.
Whose eyes are we looking through?
How are you both, Lucy?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Monday morning, nice and chilly in Ipswich. It's good. I've had a coffee. Good to go.
I've had 2 coffees.
Right, so you're
All right,
slightly ahead of the game.
one-upmanship already.
You've been practicing, shall we say? Rehearsing for 3 weeks. How's it all going?
Yeah, you know what? There's a lot. And it's felt it, but it does that magic thing where you kind of like the first week, it's incredibly overwhelming. And then it starts to kind of become a little bit less overwhelming. And then by the time we did our last run through on Saturday morning, I think we all are just ready to get into the big room now. It's kind of, a lot of people were saying it's far too big for the small rehearsal room we were in. Because, we've all made these characters larger than life.
Speaking of characters, can you just explain who you're playing and a bit about them?
Sure, I am the villain of the piece, so-called. It's Wilberforce T. Whipham. And it's all about subtlety for me.
Yeah?
It's like, sort of camera work, really low-key.
Yeah? I can feel a bit of this is just not what it is.
No, not quite. Richard is a subtle performer if you were viewing it from space.
Kind of guessing that. And how's Goldilocks?
Goldilocks is a dream, yeah. Pete Rowe has once again written a princess role, but with a little bit of fight, which we like. It's not just bouncing around and being sung at and spoken at and all of these men sort of being weird around you, which is nice. And I've been... I think like the first one of these I did, it was all a little bit airy-fairy and I was like, no, that won't do. Let's give her a little bit more spice.
And she certainly has that.
She does. It's really fun. It's been really nice to discover the moments that we can make it a bit more feminist. We like that.
Good.
Yeah, that's what we want.
That's good. And Richard, you're obviously, as we've already said, you're a baddie. Does being evil come naturally to you?
Well, I've got to find it somewhere, it's great fun playing a villain.
He's been horrible in the past.
For me, it all comes down to what sort of moustache you have.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for this villain, I've been growing it, so the evil has grown along with the moustache. And it's got to almost, halfway up my cheek now. Yeah. So that's quite evil.
That is happening. You are really going for it.
Totally.
Okay, channeling.
I've got some tash wax. It's called Death Grip.
If anyone comes to see the show, hopefully they will. If anyone comes to see
if anyone comes to see
by January it'll be
by January I'll have tied it in a bow on the top of my head.
So we open with the show later this week. How do you feel?
What?
Oh dear, you didn't know?
No. I'm not going to be here.
Oh dear. How does it feel?
Great, actually. Yeah, like Luce was saying, it's great to be in the theatre, and it's sort of there's a switch that happens, isn't there? And you come in here and everything sort of comes together, and so I think we're all really excited to sort of get going. It's really nice to be here.
Yeah, and with all of these, it's such a two-way thing, and it's a really hard thing to rehearse without an audience, because a lot of it you require those moments of having something to bounce back off,
rhythm, almost, isn't it? I guess.
So that's really exciting to know that that's just around the corner.
Yeah. We just about know what we're doing. and then we'll get here and then the show will become the show.
And how's it, Richard, been when you transitioning from trio, which you had a few months ago, to panto?
Yeah, very different type of show.
Not kidding.
Yeah, I feel like it's a bit of a home from home, isn't it, in Ipswich? And that was a great show, a lot of work again. But it wasn't that long ago. It was only sort of a few weeks ago, but it feels like it was like last year. Because I've had 3 weeks of panto. So.
Yeah, that's in the past. It's all gone away.
Do you think like panto rehearsals are like how you count dog years?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
for every 1 week of
5 years.
And Lucy, you were last here in 2020 with the Snow Queen.
I was.
How does it feel to be back?
Yeah, it's really lovely. Don't get me wrong, it was nice to have a Christmas off.
I bet, yeah.
But it's and also because the last Snow Queen we did a little bit of a summer run, so it's nice to be back here at Christmas time doing a panto, and I'm really looking forward to having a bit of a the longer run again and the full houses hopefully. And rather than the kind of socially distanced stuff that we had last time, I think it obviously it was important, needed to happen, but it's nice to be back in the old kind of the stomping ground that I remember from before. So it's nice.
What's your favourite part about being in a pantomime? Why do you do it even?
I don't know. Why do I do it?
That's a great question.
Did you have a choice? I didn't have a choice.
Yeah, Pete knows things about me.
We're all held to ransom, basically. It's absolute carnage, and it's addictive to be in a room full of incredibly talented but incredibly ridiculous people. And yeah, I just absolutely am amazed by what everybody can do. And I think when the rest of the years maybe isn't quite as busy with acting work, when this one comes along and you just, it's just really, it's really exciting.
And when you get audiences that really engage with it, and you can, and you have such a good time, it's just such a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you need that 89 performances, just reminding you.
Thanks.
I thought it was more than that. I thought it was 98, but that's my just dyslexic brain getting the wrong way around.
Wrong way around.
That's good news to me.
You've gained a week.
So we know you're really busy with tech, but before we let you go, we just have a couple of questions. The first one, Die Hard. Is it a Christmas film or not?
I'd say yes.
Yeah?
Because people watch it at Christmas.
Okay.
It's always on the telly.
Yeah.
And there's Christmas in it. So, yeah, why not?
Great. Lucy?
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe I should say no, so that we've got a split vote. No, it's not.
No, here's what split
any
on. 1
Bruce
or
Willis
2.
film.
Die Hard 1 or Die Hard 2?
Well, the first one is the Christmas film, isn't it, really? I mean, I think I prefer Die Hard 2, personally.
That's fine because it's got more snow in it. That's it.
That's how it's based. I like that. Yeah, fair.
And then, do you have a Christmas cracker joke for us?
All right. What do you call an elf that runs away from Santa's workshop?
Don't know.
A rebel without a clause.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's it then.
All right, see you in a bit.
It's like we're saying goodbye, but I'll see you in about 5 minutes. Thank you very much, both of you, for being on.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Good luck with the last week, and we cannot wait to see it. Thank you.
We have Mama Bear, Papa Bear and Baby Bear with us. Tasha, Adam and Beth, hello, welcome. How are you all?
Hello.
Could you just quickly introduce yourselves all? We'll start with you, Adam, and we'll go round.
Hi, my name's Adam Langstaff, and I'm playing the role of Papa Bear.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Rowe, and I'm Baby Bear.
Hi, I'm Tasha Sinead, and I am playing Mama Bear.
How's things gone so far this morning?
I've just been banging the drums.
Yep.
That's all I've done so far.
Yeah, I've not.
To sound check.
I'm about to go and do sound check after this, so went for a coffee with Lucy Wells.
Very nice. Yeah.
Goldilocks.
That should be a raffle. That should be a new Wolsey raffle prize.
a coffee with Lucy Wells.
Yeah. And this is my first scheduled thing for the day, so good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Part-timer.
And so first of all, we just wanted to ask about your costumes. I mean, they must be absolutely boiling when you're on stage. How are you finding that?
Well, we haven't worn them that much yet.
Right.
And we haven't worn them on stage yet, but I think...
So today, I think we might experience the sweat for the first time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Costume have done everything that they can. They've made cuts in the armpits, and they've made essentially whenever they've taken out all the inside lining, so they've tried to make it as
stage friendly.
Yeah.
But to a certain degree, it's going to be hot.
Yeah, you're never going to get rid of that fully, are you?
Yeah,
no.
that's all right. You know.
I took it off the other day, and there was just this fluff just all over my arms, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, I can feel the heat coming off of you," which is enjoyable. It's going to be
a lot of fur mixed in with the usual glitter.
Yep. Sounds good.
Adam, do you play the drums with the full bear kit on, head and all?
Absolutely not.
Brilliant, not.
I was going to say, that'd be a bit too much, I think, yeah.
It works out all right.
I'm playing keys for a bit in the bear suit.
Right.
Which would be entertaining. Without the head, obviously.
And I was going to say the paws as well.
We've got, oh God, I feel it was given.
How much are we allowed to give away? Yeah. I don't know. You can play the keys.
Yeah, I can play the keys.
On.
Okay.
It is logistically possible.
It is logistically possible.
And we do love an actor musician show here. Just how special would you say is it performing on stage with music and with an audience there enjoying it all?
So it's actually my first actor musician show.
Yeah. Right, amazing.
And just disclaimer, I am not a musician. I do not call myself a musician. But I am here to learn and have an experience, and it's been wonderful so far.
Yeah.
Having live music and having it being played by the actors in the show has been a really fun experience, and it's probably the most fun I've had in the rehearsal process. So,
that's good.
Thank you guys for welcoming me in with my tambourine. Exactly, it's been difficult, Adam.
You're one of the gang now. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Well, no, you do loads of percussion and stuff.
Yeah, me and my professional tambourine playing now. Yeah, going on my Spotlight CV.
The world of percussion disparaged.
I agree.
So you're an acting muso now.
I am. Grade 1.
I'll give you your card. I'll give you your certificate.
Does it have a little gold star on it?
It will do.
Wonderful.
To Mama Bear.
We spoke to some of the other cast members earlier about the set. You can see why Cleo won the best set design this year's Pantomime Awards. I mean, it's amazing. What are your thoughts?
Very cool.
My first thought when I saw it was I really like how the audience are going to feel really included in the set. You're really going to feel like you're just at the circus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool how she's bringing out all of the flags and the colours into the auditorium, which is, it's not many theatres that have done that.
Yeah, and we've done it a little bit on previous pantos, but I think this is the one where it's felt almost like you're surrounded by the set.
Yeah.
It's great. I really like
it.
it.
The change between the Belinda's circus to Whipham's circus is really cool with all of the lights. It's a bit trippy, am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
But it's just really cool. It completely changes the space with the lighting. It's going to look wicked.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
We've had a little walk through. Sometimes we haven't been allowed in the theatre too much in the last few weeks.
Have you not?
It's been very, very busy going on. Obviously, we don't want to be like making a nuisance in the wings and whatnot, but we've had a little walk through last week. And I think we've all just kind of said how much you feel so included in the whole show already, even though the show's not even going on yet. So we're really looking forward to hearing the music start this week. On to the music.
Yeah.
If you had to describe this year's song list, how would you describe it?
I read the script ahead of time so I could choose my word.
Okay.
Oh.
Great.
I've forgotten what it was. I do remember. I would say eclectic.
I knew you were going to say that. That's what I was going to say.
That's why I went first.
I didn't pre-think of that though, which is
you can use a new word.
That's exactly what I was going to say. No, it's just there's a lot. It's obviously there's a lot of rock and roll in there.
Yeah.
But then we've got some country. It's a really nice mix.
Yeah, Motown.
Some soul. Yeah.
It's good.
I was going to say country, to be fair. That's the
What's your one
first thing?
Country.
It's the first thing that came to my head.
What song is country in there?
I think she just means that every song is from a country.
Going on, all the countries involved.
But there's something for everybody in the music playlist. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And I mean, there's a lot. There's 23 in the panto
there you go.
this year.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot to remember. Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's very difficult to remember all the tambourine solos indeed. Yeah. It's very difficult. Had to look at my sheet music in advance. It's memorised.
So we know you're really busy with tech and have got things to get back to, but we've just got a couple of quick fire questions that we want to ask you. The first one, have you ever been in a nativity before, and what role did you play?
Well, I went to Catholic primary school, so we did loads.
Yeah.
What was your standout? What was your standout role?
Was, well, obviously I was several stars over the years. And a camel, probably. I was the Virgin Mary in year 6.
Nice.
Oh, leading role.
Well, you know, when they just saw that talent in a chubby 10-year-old girl, they knew exactly who to cast her as. So, yes.
Yep.
No, I've never been.
You've never done a nativity?
No, I grew up doing panto, so I was not at school.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't at school from about October time until February time. We did long panto runs in Ilford.
Nice.
So I wasn't at school to.
That explains
Who
it.
did you play in those pantos?
We did Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and I was Sleepy. We did Aladdin,
Well, 'cause
Jack
it's
and
really
the
tiring schedule, you
Beanstalk. I then went into Joseph on the West End and tore Adam. It was really exhausting.
Plug.
It was really exhausting. So I wasn't at school much as a kid.
What about you, lads?
I played the angel Gabriel.
I can see
I
that.
was very angelic. I had really blonde hair when I was a kid, like white blonde, until about the age of 5.
So it wasn't the acting, it was just the hair that you got the role.
I think it was that and my beautiful blue eyes at the time. And I sang a little song that I still remember a snippet of.
Go on, then.
Please give us a
Go on.
Mary, Mary, I bring this message to you.
That's
in my voice thing I've ever heard.
And that one's in the panto this year, right?
Yeah, we're doing it for the encore.
I remember a lot of my primary school lines and songs. We did this show at school. I think it was meant to be a mixtape of Phantom of the Opera, and it was the Phantom of the Science Lab.
Of course.
That was one of the songs. And I still remember my opening monologue and my song, which was called Looking for the Action.
That's impressive.
That's what we're looking for. Can you give us a snippet?
Looking for the action.
I mean, the start of my percussion career, I do remember playing green sleeves on the xylophone.
So you have done it before then?
That traditional Baroque instrument.
And now the goal is 6, so it all started to
Green Sleeves, that well-known country song.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. A classic.
And last,
Yeah, so you are bears in this pantomime. And we are here for the pantomime in case we all forgot.
Yeah.
And the most important part is that you obviously roar. You do roar in it, don't you?
Yes. Let's just say
a little.
We
Yes.
do.
Let's
We
just
have
say
some
yes.
help, though,
Right.
with mics.
That's
Yeah.
technical wizardry.
Okay, so let's start with Mama Bear.
no.
Can we have your roar, please?
Okay. You ready, everyone?
From the diaphragm.
From the diaphragm. Not warmed up yet, guys, okay?
Just broke out in a cold sweat.
God, Dash, I've never done that in rehearsal.
Kids are going to love that.
Not trying to vocal fry myself out here, but January.
Baby Bear. That's cute.
oh, sweet. Very sweet.
That's in
Yeah.
character.
Come on then, Daddy. Oh, Papa, sorry.
Yes, you can't call him Daddy. Papa Bear's weird enough. Daddy Bear's something different.
That is something entirely different in the community.
I'm going to move back from the mic a little bit and give it some beans.
Okay.
There we go.
I feel like everyone who can only hear you will be devastated that they didn't see your facial expression.
Honestly.
then.
I've got a photo.
It'll be on the Instagram page later.
That's another raffle prize.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
A signed copy of that photo.
A raw in person. 3 bears.
And a coffee with Lucy Wells as well as another prize.
There it is.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it. We better let you go.
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All the best for the rest of this week. We can't wait for the show to open on Thursday.
Yeah, we can't wait to see you on the stage.
Yeah.
All right.
Yippee!
All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We are here with the writer and director of Goldilocks. Managed to grab him for 5 minutes during a busy first day of tech. Pete Rowe, how are you doing?
Yeah, very good, thanks. Yeah.
Good, lovely to see you. First of all, how's it all going? So rehearsals today as well, how has it all been going?
It's been going very well. It's always a very rushed business putting on a panto in 3 weeks with all of that music, but it's a really, really good company and they've been having a great time doing it. And we did our last run in the rehearsal room on Saturday morning, which was in very good shape. So it's nice to get it into the theatre now and onto the set, which is looking fantastic.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It always gets to the point where the show is kind of too big for the rehearsal room, certainly too loud for the rehearsal room.
Right.
So it's nice to get it finally into a bigger space.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, quite a lot of the cast members were saying that as well, weren't they? That they felt it was time to go to the stage. What's your role in Tech Week? How does that change, or does it change?
Yes, it does change. I mean, I'm sat at the production desk with the lighting designer, with the deputy stage manager who's calling the show. Mm-hmm. So she's calling all the cues for the show, the lighting cues and the stage cues and any trap cues. So I'm alongside the two of them. There's a sound desk behind me, so I'm in communication with the sound designer and Ben as MD as well. And in theory, there shouldn't be any acting notes during the tech.
Yeah.
So it's all about the technical aspects of the show. So mostly about the timing of lighting cues and scene changes and the other effects. So smoke and haze and all of those things that go into the show too. And the theory is that the acting should be ready.
Yeah.
So you are now looking at the technical aspects of the show. So I'm mostly communicating with the creative team up there, although I'm occasionally on stage with actors saying, let's try and time that differently, or maybe you should go in and out of a different place on the set, that kind of thing. But we've had most of the props in rehearsal, so there are some big costumes in this. There are obviously some bear costumes in this show. And there's a dromedary who never gets called a camel. And this will be the first time that we probably try those costumes out in anger in the space.
Yeah.
And back to that set, it's looking incredible, isn't it? Really, really amazing. Obviously, we know Cleo has worked very, very hard on this, but what is your role as the writer and director to make that set fit? Do you have much of a role and much of a say on things about that at all?
Yes, I mean, it's obviously her design and her eye and her aesthetic. And one of the reasons that I was so keen for Cleo to design this show is because she's a panto specialist. She's a panto freak, really. She can't get enough of panto.
Yeah.
She's just come from one in Hackney. She's doing ours. Then I think she's off to Watford to do another. So she just loves panto, and her own aesthetic is so suited to pantomime.
Yeah.
And this is a strange one because Goldilocks as a pantomime is traditionally set in a circus. So
yes.
That's what appealed to me about the story. And because of the shape of our auditorium, we decided right at the beginning that we would try and turn the auditorium into a big top tent.
Yeah.
And we've done that in terms of putting canvas effectively kind of across the auditorium doors too. So when people enter, they'll be entering through the flaps of a tent into a big top.
Amazing.
Is the idea.
Yeah.
But that was in the writing too, because I knew if we did that, we wouldn't be able to change the kind of holding environment that much. So effectively, the story has two tents, a good tent and a bad tent.
Yes, yeah.
A goodies tent and a bad tent, with different ideas of what a circus should be.
Yeah.
And we move between these two tents. But the tent looks so spectacular and the lighting on top of it looks so spectacular that I don't think anybody's going to feel shortchanged that we aren't going to more locations in the story.
So did you have it written and then do the design and then you go back to the script? You said that it sort of filtered into the writing. Which came first? Do they affect the other?
Yeah, I mean, I wrote it first and I sent Cleo that first draft and we started our conversations from there.
Yeah.
And there are some givens that she's working around, the placing of the band over the years. We've got the band and their positions and how you make a band stage that is included within the design and allows the acting musicians to move freely between playing in the band and playing in the scenes. We've got that to a good place. So, she had that experience to draw on in terms of the configuration of the space. But this year we wanted to try and make the equivalent of a circular ring downstage. So we've got more playing area downstage than we have often had in the past. The band are a little bit further upstage to allow that. But the feeling of wrapping the whole auditorium into that environment and extending the design out along the walls of the auditorium and over the heads of the audience, I think is working really well in that space. So, it's always the writing first and then the design process starts to that. But then quite often I'm adapting the writing when I know what the design will be to accommodate those changes.
Yeah. How many drafts do you think you do of the script?
It depends. I think this one was probably 3.
Okay.
The one that I've written for the Everyman in Liverpool is probably about 13.
Oh, really? So it can range quite a lot.
I'm not directing that one. So.
Right. Yeah. And another question I've got is a bit of a two-parter, actually. First part is, out of, I think it's 89 performances we have here this year, how many will you watch? And also, how does your role as director affect the performance as it goes on through November to December to January?
Well, I'll watch all of them through to press night.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'll probably watch about one a week.
Right.
And always things adapt and evolve, and so they should. So as the acting company play it a number of times in front of an audience, they get to know what works best and what timing works best.
Sure.
And sometimes they think of additional gags and jokes that they insert in the script, which is sometimes a good thing. Sometimes not.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes it needs me to come back in and edit and
take
say,
that one out. Yeah,
that's a really good one, or let's lose that one.
Yeah, sure.
Or actually, let's replace one that was in at the beginning with one that has arisen in performance, that it works better.
Yeah.
And it's really important that the show continues to evolve and that they continue to have fun with it and find new things in it. But
yeah, of course.
if you keep everything in it, it tends to become a bit baggy.
Yeah.
So I just kind of keep in touch with it once a week.
Yeah. Is there much more sort of like staging wise, do things change at all as well? Like, you know, as you watch the run and you sort of, you know, you see a bit, think actually that didn't quite work over there, or that didn't work, and you just change the staging a lot at all, or
no. That very rarely happens unless you feel like you've got something badly wrong, or if something is continuing to be a problem in terms of a quick change or a move behind stage. So you'd hope that certainly by the time you get to press night, through the preview process. So we open on Thursday.
Yeah.
We've got one show on Friday evening, so that Friday afternoon is our time to do lots of fixes and tweaks.
Yeah.
2 shows on Saturday, a show on Monday and 2 on Tuesday, and that's press night.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing edits and changes and tweaks through to press night. You'd hope that by the time press night comes, then the show is kind of locked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there might be a few minor alterations after that, but basically that's it for the run.
Great.
Yeah. And if you had to describe the show in 3 words or give 3 reasons for people to come, what would you give?
Well, I always call it the best bits of pantomime crossed with a fantastic covers band gig. That's the best way I can describe it. Because there are some, quite often there are some really dull bits of pantomime.
Right.
And quite often go and watch a pantomime and go, I'm not sure the song sheet is worth it. Or, there's sort of getting kids on stage that last for 20 minutes, or the local dancing school doing their bit.
Yeah.
We have none of those bits.
Yeah. We
only have the good bits. And then we have some fantastic songs.
Great.
And it's that really, I think. It's that combination of music and the best bits of panto.
Yeah. Well, thank you. We'll let you get back to tech.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing it.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Goldilocks and the Three Bears runs at the New Wolsey Theatre from Thursday the 24th of November until Saturday the 28th of January 2023.
We'd love for as many people as possible to experience this year's pantomime, and so we're offering audio description, British Sign Language, BSL, interpretation, captioning, relaxed and dementia-friendly performances, and live streaming as well.
Tickets are selling fast, so book now to avoid disappointment. Head to our website, wolseytheatre.co.uk, or give us a call at the box office on 01473 295 900.
Our Spring 2023 season is now on sale. Whether it's our beautiful production of Brief Encounter, a night of marvellous music like The King of Reggae, or a fun family show like Dinosaur World Live, we've got something for everyone. Check out our full programme through our website, or grab a brochure when you're next at the theatre. Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Please tell your friends about us and give us a share on social media.
If you'd like to get involved with our podcast, please drop us an email to podcast@wolseytheatre.co.uk.
We have a full and exciting programme of shows, activities and events throughout the year. For more information, visit our website at wolseytheatre.co.uk or call the box office on 01473 295 900.
The New Wolsey Theatre is a registered charity and relies on funding partners, investors and donations. We gratefully acknowledge the support of Arts Council England, Suffolk County Council and Ipswich Borough Council.
This podcast is for entertainment purposes, is produced and managed by our friends at podtalk.co.uk and is the copyright of the New Wolsey Theatre.